It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.
Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Bruce says, I got the early text message. It's tradition at this point. Anyway, I want to talk to you about something serious tonight. I have a whole stack of ideas for content for my videos. I'm actually going to be doing a guest tour. I'm going to go to another collector's house and do a tour of his Star Wars collection, which I'm looking forward to doing that. I just talked to him today. But, yeah, today's Sunday, November 26th, I think. 26th? Yeah, 26th, Sunday night. It's about 11:30, and that's early for me. This whole week has been interesting. Happy belated Thanksgiving, by the way. I want to tell you, before I tell you what my confession is, because it's in the title, and it's not a joke, so hang on. I know my average view duration is 4 minutes before people just click off, and so I'm going to talk a little bit. This week was just very interesting, and kind of had a revelation. Week started out fine. Last weekend I did my own thing. I got to see my kids on Thanksgiving. Both my daughters came to visit me. My youngest daughter's moving to Texas in January, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bummed out about that. As you know, I quit my job last month. I decided to retire. I'm not going to cook full time ever again. It's just too much for me. I've been a chef for 40 some years. It's time for me to be done. I just don't want to do it. I could teach, and you might see me working part-time at the Legion or something like that, just helping out, but other than that, I don't want to do it anymore. So it might be time for me to either make this shop work or learn something new, which I'm not against that. But anyway, let me tell you how this week went. Last weekend, I went out and did my thing, and I have a thing that I never talk about. I know I've talked about depression and stuff like that in my other videos. I'm not depressed tonight. I just feel like talking. Last weekend I went out, and I have a thing about the poker machines or slot machines, whatever you want to call it. And I started realizing I definitely have a problem because I'm making money, but I'm gambling it away. So my confession is I've got a gambling problem that I have to deal with. And this has been ongoing for over a year. So after this weekend, I sat down, and I'm not a religious person, so I'm not preaching. But I did pray. I prayed for God to help me with this. And he or she, yes, I pray. I pray. Get over it. I believe in God. I believe in karma. I believe in try to be the best person you can be, which doesn't mean you have to be an awesome saint. Just be the best person you can be. That's what I believe. I just had a breakdown on Monday, and I just prayed. I asked for help to help me kick this addiction, so the money I do make can actually go towards paying bills and utilities and life, instead of just putting 20s hand over fist into the machine hoping to get that big win. And I think the worst part about it was earlier this year, I won $5,000 from a slot machine I was playing. And, it's very easy to get addicted to that if you win. And then I won like another $1,000, and I was doing good. But then, of course, that went away. And over time, all the money went back in the machine. I'm not going to lie to you. This past weekend, it wasn't that bad, but it was enough for me to make me realize that, well, not the weekend we're in right now, but the weekend before, it was enough to make me realize that I have a problem. And I used to be a gambling addict back in the day. My game of choice was blackjack and cards, poker, and blackjack. I thought I had it beat, but once I started winning on the slot machines, poker machines, whatever you want to call them, I realized I definitely have a problem. So I'm trying to stay away from them. So I prayed on Monday to please help me get my shit together and give me a sign. Just do something to help me stop doing that. So with that said, like I said, I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling you what I did. So Wednesday night of this week, I went out in my car. It barely started, and the radio stations were all gone. The whole computer reset. That told me my battery's dead. Okay, well, it did start that day. So I'm like, all right, well, I know what that means. And because it was Wednesday and it was late in the afternoon, I knew I couldn't get it fixed on Wednesday. So, and I couldn't do it on Thursday because every place closed on Thursday. It was Thanksgiving. And you're not going to get me to leave the house on Black Friday. So I decided, all right, I'm just going to go get the supplies I need work in the shop because I did have a few orders. I had a lot of orders, actually. So I went, I got my supplies. I even left the car running whenever I got to the couple stores that I stopped at to get my supplies. I left the car running. I go home with all my supplies and stuff, planning out for the rest of the week. Sure enough, Thursday, the car wouldn't start. It was dead in the water, and I saw that coming. Now, the battery itself is still under warranty, so whenever I do go get it fixed, which I'm planning to do tomorrow, which is Monday the 27th, it's not going to cost me a dime. But I basically got forced to stay home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. My wife worked Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, so she had the other car. We have a nicer car, you know. Got to let the wife drive the nice car, which is fine. I had everything I needed, and I basically spent the past 2 days making this stuff here. This is the busiest week I've had in my shop all year. That stack of stuff right there is over $1,200. So, and that's all my customs, my own creation. Some of it's my own creations. If you go to my eBay page, Jenner Custom Toys, you'll see what I sell if you've never been there before. But I'm not here to plug the eBay page. I stayed home because I had to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. Now, tomorrow I'm going to go get the battery replaced. But it made me think. It's like, well, I prayed on Monday, and I asked them to help me stay away from those machines. Stay away. I haven't even been drinking that much this week. So with that car breaking down, it prevented me from going out and gambling. And now I got a full bank account because I didn't go out and gamble, didn't piss away that money. I made a whole bunch of sales. I had a whole bunch more come in just today that I haven't gotten to yet. They have to get mailed out by 29th is Wednesday. So I have a whole other stack here that I have to do. And I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm not bragging. I'm grateful. And it just got me to thinking I should do a video about this. Maybe somebody might be interested. Maybe it might encourage somebody to just, if you have a problem like that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just want to tell you what happened to me. I hope this keeps up. I'm very grateful for the sales. I'm actually grateful that my car died because I didn't leave the house. I didn't go. I didn't gamble. I didn't piss away the money that I just made. And, hopefully this will help me. I'm not saying I'm never going to gamble again, but hopefully this will help me. And I'll remember this week not to be enticed to do it as much. And maybe I'll give myself an allowance. Like, I'll just leave the house with like $10 cash to put in the machines and use the card to pay for my drinks or whatever. Because I still, let's face it, y'all know me. I like to drink. And I'm planning on drinking as soon as I finish this video. But that's one thing. Couple things I will never give up. My first cup of coffee in the morning, gotta have it. My first cigarette in the morning, gotta have it. I know people were like, "No, you shouldn't smoke." I know I shouldn't smoke, but addict. I've been smoking since I was 25 years old. Stupid story about that. I'm gonna give you the Cliff's Notes. I started smoking when I was 25 years old. I was divorced from my first wife, and I had met this girl, and being newly single, I didn't know how to date or anything. She smoked like a chimney. I go out with her. She's really pretty too. I started smoking because when I kissed her, it was like licking an ashtray. So if I had a couple cigarettes while we were out, I didn't taste it. Stupid reason to start smoking. But yeah, here I am, 25, 30 years later. Oh my God, I'm getting old. And the girl's long gone, but I still have this addiction to cigarettes. Now, I'm not addicted to drinking, but I do enjoy beer, so it's one of my vices. If I had to give up one of those three, coffee, cigarettes, or beer, I could give up the beer first. And because I have anxiety, I could probably give up the coffee before the cigarettes. But the gambling, in my mind, gotta go. And I'm going to do my best to stop. I'll keep you guys updated once in a while. I don't know if this is the kind of video you really want to see on my channel, but this one's from the heart. And like I said, I prayed on Monday, and the higher power, I feel like answered my prayers when my battery died. It kept me at home so I could learn this lesson. That's what I think. I hate to get religious. I don't want to argue about religion. I'm not even going to say what religion I was raised as. It doesn't matter. But I am spiritual. I believe in trying. The best thing you can do in life is try to be the best person you can be. That person might still be an asshole like me, but if you're still doing your best, I kind of feel like that counts. So anyway, that's my confession. My gambling addiction has come back. I'm going to do the best I can to stop doing it. This week taught me a lesson. Karma helped me out with this. I really appreciate it, especially since, I quit my job. That was a huge gamble for me to take. I was still making the money, but I had more time to gamble it away. And I'm going to try not to do that anymore because all this is going right in my wallet. And it's going to stay there. I'm going to pay the bills, without having to wake up the next morning with an empty wallet saying, what the hell did I just do? All this work for nothing. That's the way I look at it. All this work for nothing. I mean, I'm glad that people appreciate the stuff, but, when I get paid next morning after I gamble it away, what the hell am I doing? So I got to grab myself by the neck and say, Bruce, wake up. Wake up. Stop doing this. So, all right. Hey, I hope you guys are having a good night. Christmas is coming up. I have a bunch of new ideas for some videos. Like I said, the one guy, I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to do a mobile tour of his Star Wars room, and he has a very impressive collection. It's actually better than mine. He's also a different type of collector, which is what the actual theme of that video is going to be, about how people collect differently, which I've always preached. So I hope you guys are doing well, and have a good week, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. So I just want to interject something really quick that I just realized. I'm editing the video that you're watching right now, and I went to the YouTube studio to upload it, and I saw some notifications, so I clicked on it, and apparently the last video, not the last video I did, but a couple of videos ago, a couple of people had clicked on something that I didn't even know was there. It's called a super thanks, and they sent me a couple of dollars, which I didn't even know that thing existed. Normally, I don't sit here and beg for money like everybody that goes on there. It's like, oh, here's my Patreon, and you can do this, and you can join and spend all this money. You guys don't have to spend any money if you're watching my videos. But I do want to give a shout out and thank the people that actually clicked on that super thanks. I didn't even know it existed. I just learned that tonight. So apparently it's there. So yeah, how cool is that? So you are my official video editor. You're my official video editor because you're so good at it and you keep jumping on my lap while Daddy's working. So what are we going to do?
It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.